we already did a video today, but I did a card today, and I just had to show you guys the card because it was so cute. I had a friend come over, and we were experimenting, and we did a card that was off the Wild Card Cartridge, and it's a Trifold card, which you can see up here. There's a fold that happens around here, and there's a fold that happens around here, and then we'll tie it together with ribbon. On this corner we have just a mat that we're going to put on the front, and then on this corner another mat, and then a branch and a bird. So we're going to go ahead and get ready to cut this out, and we'll load the mat. I guess it would help if I had my machine on. And then we'll say that the settings are correct, and then it will cut. Okay, now that all the pieces are cut out, here's the card shape, and it just has all these little tiny intricate holes, which I just used a paper piercer to take those out. And then I'm going to look for the score lines, and I'm going to score it on my cutter pad. Actually, you can use this as a score tool by the ridges that are already in here. I was upset one day because I didn't have a score, I can't think of what those things are called, one of those score boards. It's like $50 or more. I didn't have one of those, and I was going to buy one. I was so close to buying one, and then I realized that I could do it on this, and I was so glad I didn't spend $50 on that, because that means I could get another cricket cartridge. So you just use your bone folder and use the lines as your guide, and that's how you can use this as a score tool. You can also buy a cutter pad scorer, which I have, but usually I don't like to bother with taking them out. So, and then let's see if I can find this other one. Sometimes they're so faint and I have a hard time finding them on pattern paper. There it is. Okay. I just want to line it up with the line and then crease it. And then I'll fold it. And move this out of the way. And that's what the card looks like so far. And then we're going to have this piece here and here. So we're going to go ahead and glue those down. This was cut out. It's actually the same cardstock, it's just double-sided. So that saved me some time finding a coordinating cardstock. And I want to leave it closer to this end because we're going to put a tie here with some ribbon. So it needs some room for a hole punch. And then once that's on, oops, a little too close to the end. Okay. Once that's on, we're going to use our white piece, and we're going to put the white piece on here. Now, actually, what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to ink the edges so that it gives it some dimension. And I'm just going to use my fluid chalk. I'm just going to ink it a little bit just on the edges. Gives it that antique look. You can do as little or as much as you want. And then we'll glue that on. Okay. And next thing we have is our branch. And for this we'll need our glue pen. This branch is also on Wild Card. Wild Card has a ton of stuff on it, actually. A ton of stuff. Not only does it have all the card features, it has lots of phrases, it has lots of little branches, flowers, shapes, all kinds, tons of things. I forget how much I like that cartridge because I don't use it that often. Now what you could do is you could also put the white over here if you wanted. I think I'm going to leave it because I like the color of this. And then of course I'm going to pop out my little bird because I want him to stand above the branch a little. And then last but not least, I'm going to give him a rhinestone eye. And it's going to be clear. I should have grabbed my tweezers, but I didn't. Okay. Alright. And next, I guess that wasn't last but least. Now we're last but least. I'm getting ahead of myself. We're going to punch 2 holes, and I'm just going to pierce about where I want it to be so that it's even. I learned this out the hard way earlier. Well, actually, Kathy learned this the hard way because she was the hole puncher earlier when we did it together. And the paper piercer came to our rescue. So just like that, 2 little holes, and then a little string of ribbon. And I'm going to use brown. You can also line the card with brown on the inside or cream so that you can stamp or write your sentiment for whatever occasion it is. I'm not going to do that today because I'm not sure what I'm going to use this card for. It could be a wedding card. It could be a birthday card, just because, get well. It could be anything. So, my ribbon doesn't want to go through. It's frayed at the end. I think that it's time for a new pair of scissors. Okay. And it doesn't help that I have this Band-Aid on my finger. I cut myself yesterday with a Pampered Chef knife when I was trying to talk to my son at the same time as cutting. So, Pampered Chef knife, talking at the same time, not a good idea. Okay, tie a little bow, and there's your card. Thanks for watching.